Hello. Welcome back to the Lucy Why podcast. If you don't know me, my name is Lucy. I like to ask why. How many episodes have I done? I don't know, you could probably tell. Is this 40? I don't know. But I started this podcast it helps me to talk out loud. I really learn more about myself when I talk out loud. My favorite question has been why. So I've always been on the self-discovery path, but being able to listen back, or even this is even more self-discovery than just writing in a journal or going to therapy or anything. This is well, I know a lot of people can listen to this, but it's not just me and someone else. This is just nice to me. I'm gonna need to edit a lot of this out. That's what, especially when I'm just by myself talking, it's not easy for me, so that's why I'm doing this. Okay, a little bit about me. Obviously, you can listen to a lot of the episodes I've done to learn more about me, but I am 23, born and raised in Lexington, Kentucky. I am the youngest of 4. My sisters are 30. My brother is 32. My sisters are twins. I'm in the house I grew up in. Never moved. Well, I have moved to a dorm in college, and I have had my own apartment. See, that's what I'm saying. When I'm thinking in my head, it goes a lot smoother than this than when it is out loud. So this is helping me. My dad died when I was 16. He was a healthy 52-year-old man. He died on the beach in Costa Rica. It was kind of a mystery, and that started another self-discovery type of thing for me. I was thinking just 5 minutes ago, I'm I could explain all the changes in my life and how much that changed me. I mean, that was a big one, obviously. I grew up as a dancer. I danced a lot, ballet mainly, and then I tried other ones, and those were big changes in my life. It made me uncomfortable to move my body anything other than ballet. So that, I think part of my self-discovery journey is getting comfortable with myself. Not even with myself, in a body. I don't know why I've always felt uncomfortable in a body, a human body. If you've watched a vlog of mine, I've always had problems with my boobs for some reason, but I finally got a bra that fits earlier today. That's why I talk about whatever I want, pretty much, but because this is my podcast. But I finally got a bra that fits, and I've kind of been wearing it for an hour or so, and I feel it's hitting its expiration date. I gotta film and take this off. Also, when it's Fridays, which is usually the days I've been filming, I just get so excited to create. I think we are here to create on this earth school, and I just love it. I really do. That's why I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel and post on it. I've always wanted to. I always thought that was the coolest thing to do, and I'm actually doing it, which is pretty crazy and cool, and I'm really proud of myself. Also, I used to be really shy. I used to have no boundaries. I didn't even know I could have them. I was always jealous of people that did have boundaries. And I always kind of lived my life. Do I want to say for other people, or I was thinking too much about myself, thinking too much about what other people thought of me. Because when I say living for other people, that kind of sounds like I'm being not altruistic, but less sacrificial martyr. But now I'm in this different state of mind. I'm living, now that I know who I am and I have these good boundaries, I want to live for other people. You know what I mean? This dichotomy, this ironicness is weird. It's hard to describe. It kind of is, unless you know what I'm talking about. like, now I want to, like, earlier I thought I was living for other people, but it was, like, to my downfall, due to my detriment. It did not make me happy because I wasn't being who I was when I was doing that. I wasn't being, like, true. Like, I don't think you can really live for other people until you know, like, who you are. Otherwise, you're gonna be, like, resentful. So, that's part of me. And this is, like, how my brain works. If you're still listening, you're still listening, and that's cool. I mean, I'm doing this to help me and you. I heard someone commented on one of my videos, and it said, I think listening to someone be authentic, no matter what that looks like, is helpful. Something like that. And I think I completely agree. I think it really is. I think you can learn from anyone being authentic. So, has anyone seen Wish on Disney Plus? That movie is really good. Came out on April 3rd. So good. The soundtrack was so good. What is the one the guy says, like, this is the things I get. Oh, it was really good. So I've had, like, Disney Plus this whole week, basically. When I'm dog sitting with a house that has Disney Plus, I try to take advantage of it. Stuck in the Middle. I know it's, like, a kid's show. Like, I've always been, I like humor and I like kids shows. Baby looked at me when I said that. Aww. I do. I really like kids shows. That is so cute. And they have 7 kids on that show, and it's made me... I've always wanted at least 4, because that's that family I grew up in. And that line was kind of bothering me. It kind of looked cool, but at the same time... kind of made me want, like, a big family, and I've always have, but, like, seeing it in person, I'm like, I really love that. I hate how I'm leaning over. It makes me uncomfortable. I'm very sensitive, like, I mean, emotionally, and, but, like, my body, like, I'm a big feeler. I feel a lot. My emotions are big to me. It's kind of how, like, I guess I see the world through my emotions, and did I feel like a victim? I mean, I kind of did. I felt all the things. And I will never stop, like, learning till I die. I know that, like, I don't know everything, but I'm at the point where, like, I like to talk. I want to be able to share in some way. Like, give back to the people. I mean, like, I'm comfortable with myself. Like, I'm comfortable being vulnerable with myself to share to other people. I think before, like, I was thinking too much about, like, what I looked like or what I said, thinking people are gonna make fun of me, and it's like, I'm thinking too much about myself. That's the thing. I don't, like, who cares? Like, I want to, if I can help people with this. Oh, now baby's moving. She jumped off the bed. She's on the move. Where you going? You wanna come here? You wanna come on? You wanna come on the video? Okay, she ran. Hope she's not gonna poop or pee on the ground. Hopefully she won't. Oh, now she's come back. What? Oh, now she's stretching. You go, girl. Baby changed my life a lot. I got her in 2019, kind of like a few months before COVID. I said, you can go under it. Huh? Baby. Okay, well, I'm gonna take that as a good omen. That's what, there's signs everywhere, and if we pay attention to them, like, they really guide us in Earth. That's something I watched Pocahontas too. Not Pocahontas 2, I don't know if there is one, but I watched Pocahontas, and I never really, like, I don't know if I ever seen it before, and also with Disney movies, I realized that, like, I've always kind of learned this, or knew this, but, I mean, they're very timeless, have very profound, like, meaning in them. I think every movie does, but especially Disney ones. I've watched, so, the point I wanted to make from Pocahontas, there's signs from the universe, okay? From nature, in the universe, like, everything. From people, everyone's a mirror of ourselves. Look more into that if you want to look more into that. I'm not an expert. I've just learned. I'm constantly learning. I learn a lot. And if I could just mention it and then you Google it, I mean, that works. Like, Google, I've had a phone since, like, 3rd grade, and I think that's, honestly, it has really helped me become the person who I am. Someone that asks a lot of questions. Like, I didn't have to ask my parents anymore, who just gave the answers they wanted to give. They're not Google, like, they don't know exactly. But I've learned a lot from that. That's why I would always ask why to my parents, maybe my siblings too. And I'm like, why is the sky blue? And they're like, say something. I'm like, why? Why? What? And the answer would always be like, because God. Because God made it that way. Did you all know, I think I read this past week, like, Jesus never called God God. He always called him Father. So I've been doing that more. So yeah, I mean, obviously, my dad's death, like, made me start questioning, like, existentially questioning life and God. I always went to church, always kind of sat in the balcony, like, I avoided Sunday school with, like, people my age. That's always hasn't felt the safest to me, like, because of me. Like, I know it's amazing for other people, and if you like it, and you feel safe there, then you feel safe there, but I'm just talking about me. For me, I didn't really feel safe there. I mean, I've talked about this a lot, like, but that's me. Like, this has nothing to do with you. Okay? I mean, that's me, so. When I'm watching back on this is gonna be like a whole different Lucy watching back on this. Like, I already know. That's just how it is. Oh, this is Baby. My friend did that. John Clark Baker art. Maybe I'll tag his art. I don't know if he's still doing that. No, I was wondering. But, oh yeah, okay, so always staying in the balcony, always try to ask my parents to go to big church. Like, my other siblings, they loved Sunday school. But just not me. Like, people my age, I never always felt weird, isolated. And this is all me. Again, like, I want to stop, like, saying that, but it's like I'm thinking about what other people might say, and it's like I need to stop. Let me just say my peace, okay? I am peace. Take a water and cleanse. Yeah, like, I always had a ton of questions about the Bible. I still do. It makes a lot more sense to me now that I've done some background research. I think we need to know, I mean, at least for me, like, I couldn't just, like, how do you not have questions about, like, who are these people? Where are they? Like, I mean, a ton of questions. Like, I don't understand how people don't have, like, the need to know things, I guess. My curiosity is abundant. It's great. It's huge. We've discussed my Google addiction. And I'm very grateful for it. I'm grateful for that every day. I need to start incorporating that more into my gratitudes in the morning. But I got goosebumps. I've always gotten goosebumps for like my whole life. That's what I'm saying with the sensitivity thing. You might not be able to tell. Wiki feet, that could be on it. That's why I love doing this. I love expressing myself. Like, this has always been uncomfortable for me, but very healing for me. And, like, I feel like it's what I'm meant to do. I feel like we're all meant to express ourselves. Like, I have said this a lot. Like, if everyone had a podcast, I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be dope. Because everyone's would be so different. Like, no two podcasts would be the same. No one would talk the same. No one would do anything the same. Baby left again. The eclipse is coming on Monday. That's cool. Okay, so I have felt guilt for this ever since that day. Ever since it happened. I've never stolen anything. I'm very, like, good. I really am. Obviously, like, I've had my, what's it called, like, Black Night of the Souls, Dark Night of the Souls, and, like, have gone through, I used to live in fear and everything, so, like, that wasn't good and everything. But I've never stolen. I don't like lying. I've learned that early on. I'm like, lying just makes me more stressed. It's just bad. It always made me feel bad. That's what these feelings, like when I stole the one time, and then when I lied, I'm trying to think of other bad things. Like, that's how hard of me it is to think of bad things. I mean, ghosting, like, honestly, like, I feel guilt. Or just bad about it. And that's how sensitive it, like, it's so strong. My feelings are so strong. That's why I don't like doing those things. Okay, but the last eclipse, my ex was there, my family, we were at, like, Goodfellas Pizzeria in Legs. And ordering the pizza, like, the whole time, like, I don't know, for weeks or, like, that day, like, I kind of, maybe not for weeks, like, I kind of didn't even realize or know, or I thought I would figure it out. I don't know, I was in high school, like, I didn't want to buy my own. I don't know why or how my mom and all my siblings got them. I really don't. For some reason, I feel like they were expensive. But I think I dropped out of school that day. Like, I didn't drop out, but not of high school. But everyone had these glasses, and it's, like, coming up, and it's, like, you're not supposed to look at them. The eclipse. Whatever, let me just get to the point. Okay, so ordering food, like, I see glasses, and then I, like, swiped them. Like, I feel like they were one of the employees, and I feel really bad. That's what... I don't know why, like, I have this kind of, like, truth Tourette's, like, Wendy Cummings has mentioned that term. Like, I just felt like I had to say that, or else I was keeping a secret from you. A couple podcasts ago with Raf IRL, I was on vacation by myself, and I was, like, drinking, and it felt weird. It didn't feel weird because he's sober. I didn't know that, and I was drinking. It just felt like I mentioned to him, because I felt like I had the truth Tourette's. I, like, mentioned all this, and I felt like I was, like, in a different, like, wavelength because of that. And then I do kind of feel bad, I guess, but I shouldn't, because we're all on different life paths. Like, just because people don't drink doesn't mean, like, I should feel bad that I do, like, once and enjoy myself, right? So, yeah, one time with my brother, we, like, forgot to scan the milk one time, and we went back and did it. That's happened several times. Like, I cannot just, like, steal like that. 22 minutes? Good omen? Yeah, so I am my own niche. I think we are all our own niche. It's been hard, like, thinking what to title things. I guess that's part of it is part of the creative process. I got, kosher grape juice. Let me take a sippy sip. I haven't done that in a while. Oh my gosh. Me and my mom went to, like, a Seder service last week. And they're like, take the whole tablecloth, just throw it away. And I'm like, I'll take it. So watch my vlogs if you want to. I don't want to talk about stuff that I talk about. It doesn't even matter. I, like, went to a thing with the the people that did the Seder service, like, the Jewish Road people. I've mentioned them, like, 3 times, but the next day they were going to a hike at Gethsemane, I don't know, some monk place. And I went, I kind of left early. I didn't meet up with them earlier, but when I'm in a group of people, I do feel a little disconnected from it. Like, I don't know why in my head I thought we were going to be, like, best friends. It's not usually how it works. I've talked about this several times. I think I talked about this in my last podcast, so I'm not going to mention it again. My relationship with other people. First, I feel closer talking to the camera and, like, imaginary people, like, the collective, I guess. Like, this is more of, like, a collective, me to collective relationship than, because I am just by myself, but collectively, like, people could be watching this on the internet. Like, I feel more comfortable doing this, and even to, like, a group of people. Like, I've liked giving speeches. I've done that, like, several times. I've had to for, like, classes. And I actually, at my dad's funeral, I felt called to, I was the only one in my family to, like, speak there. I just read Ecclesiastes 3, chapters 1 through 8. They're also lyrics part of the Turn, Turn, Turn song by the Byrds. I felt called to speak, and I like that. So it all goes together. Like, that's how I feel more comfortable, and that's how it is for me. Like, I do accept that. I really do. I wouldn't be talking about it if I didn't. Like, I don't have any gripes. Like, at all, really. That's what I really worked, especially since 2020, like, I think my relationship with myself and, like, has been really different. Like, that's kind of when I started working on myself. Kind of started from a breakup and, like, a spiritual experience. Like, I closed my eyes and for, like, 10 hours, like, I felt like I met God. I felt like I just had a whole revelations. I had some experience. Which I've talked about before. Yeah. I was looking through my phone. I had some random video of me. That's what sometimes I find these random videos of me talking. It's like I've really feel like I've wanted a podcast since 2020, or just to like make videos or something to for people. I was too scared. It's been like I feel like it's been like 6 months or something of me doing this podcast thing. And that's like so crazy to me, and I'm like really am so grateful, and I'm proud of myself for doing it. I really am. I mean, something I've always been wanting to do, and the only person stopping myself was me. So, if anyone can learn from this, oh, it's starting to rain. I love rain. I mean, just stop thinking so much about yourself and do it. That was in simple terms. Very vague, simple terms, and I mean, I feel my most true self when I'm vulnerable, and I think that is our most true self when we are vulnerable. I'm brutally vulnerable. That was the title of one of my podcasts. I don't know. I love you all, and I could talk for like a long time. I kind of am getting tired though. I haven't like filmed something in a few days, and I haven't really like heard myself like talk out loud like in this. Oh, baby just kind of like winked twice at me. But I love you all, and I really hope anyone could benefit from this. I feel like I've learned a lot in these 28 minutes. I've learned a lot about myself, and when I'm going to be editing these, I'm going to be learning a lot about myself too. So I just hope this has helped anyone. So hope y'all have a great rest of your day. All love, love all. I just want to say I love you too. Okay, bye.